Here's a common question we get at MBA Crystal Ball. I plan to apply to the top business schools in 2 or 3 years. What can I do during this period to build my profile for Harvard, Stanford, Wharton, INSEAD, London Business School, ISB, and the list goes on? Typically, the question comes from engineers, chartered accountants, doctors, and lawyers who have recently graduated and started working. But quite a few students who haven't even completed their basic graduation are also anxious to know how to build their profile and improve their chances of getting into the Ivy League universities. The simple answer we could give you is that there's no such magic formula to aim for, and that's true as well. But that's not the answer you came here for. So rather than completely dashing your hopes of being enlightened about the secrets of what will get you in, let's look at 5 factors you can focus on to improve your chances of getting into the best MBA and MS programs in the world. There are 2 areas that you can work on to build your profile: soft skills and hard skills. Soft skills include communication and interpersonal skills, intellect, creativity, and a keen business sense. Some of these, such as intellect, are inherent, but some, like communication skills, can be improved with a clear plan and some dedicated effort. In this video, we'll focus more on the hard skills, something that you can put your finger on. Alright, so here's a list of 5 things you can do to make your profile irresistible to the top B schools. It's not that the information technology industry is bad, no way. In fact, the salary, perks, opportunities in the IT industry are far better than many other conventional industries. But the problem is that there are far too many applicants applying from this field. And the mainstream roles in IT, such as software development, testing, quality assurance, business analysis, and project management, also won't get you that "oh, is that what you do?" kind of an awe-inspiring reaction. So if you have the opportunity, choose an industry that you love and possibly the one that you would want to continue in even after completing your MBA. Why is this important? Because admission officers want to increase the diversity in the class to enhance the learning for everyone else. This point is more relevant for MBA programs, as you might have guessed. For MS programs, it helps if your qualifications and experience are aligned with your MS specialization. The second one is to be part of an exclusive club. Once you've chosen your target industry, aim for the market leaders in the field if you can. For instance, a huge number of consultants who get into Harvard, Stanford, and Wharton have already worked for McKinsey, Bain, or BCG. Each industry has its list of companies with a halo around them. Within technology, you have Google, Facebook, Amazon, IBM. If the company you work for has a very competitive and tough recruiting process, it gives admission officers the feeling that you're the creme de la creme from your chosen industry. Why is this important? Because every university wants to show the world that it's highly selective. It helps them build their own profile, just like you're doing it for yourself. Point 3 would be to take on responsibilities that your peers can't or won't. Most of your colleagues at work would complain about getting overloaded with responsibilities. Look at the situation differently. If you're doing exactly the same thing 5 days a week and 12 hours a day, you're not making much progress in terms of getting an exposure to new aspects of the business or the technical area you're working on. Create new learning curves for yourself, apart from the technical skills you're picking up. Keep an eye out for opportunities that need business skills. See if you can volunteer for special projects that have a strategic importance for the management. Why is this important? Because it sends a message to the admissions team that you're already ahead of the race and will be able to shoulder bigger responsibilities after graduation. Number 4 would be to have a life outside work. Even if you're the most brilliant professional in your company and your bosses think you're the next best thing after sliced bread, your MBA and MS classmates may not agree. You don't want to be the unidimensional professional nerd in the study group. At work, your roles and responsibilities are more stringently defined. Outside work, you're the king of your universe. Rather than while away your free time, see if you can use it productively. Be part of a sport that you like. Join a social cause early on in your career. Start a small entrepreneurial venture on the side. Experiment with many things in the earlier days and then focus on a few that truly excite you. By the time you're ready to apply, you'd be amazed at how much you've been able to achieve in your spare time. Why is this important? Because you'll be involved in a lot of team-related activities where you'll have to connect with classmates from different backgrounds. Being able to bond with others on multiple things other than just studies makes it a fun environment for everyone. Point number 5 would be to show EQ as well as IQ. Well, this isn't really a hard skill, but your emotional quotient, that's EQ, is a good glue to bind the earlier 4 points while you're working on the top 4 aspects. Show some maturity, professionalism, modesty, and other attributes that separate the good human beings from the rest. Why is this important? Because nobody likes a jerk. A high IQ without a high EQ would push you into jerk land. And no, that doesn't put you in an exclusive club that we talked about in point number 2. The important thing to keep in mind is to achieve a balance. So there you go, the 5 not-so-secret techniques to build your profile for MBA and MS programs at the top universities. We've left out obvious factors like a high GMAT and GRE score, and excellent academic grades, but that's only because you already know that they're important. And of course, this is not a comprehensive list. Depending on your profile, there may be other things you can try out. Here's a word of caution. In your enthusiasm to build an impressive profile, don't go overboard with any of the ideas you've suggested. Like plastic surgery gone wrong, it can harm your profile not just for MBA and MS applications, but also for your longer-term career. Know where to draw the line. What if you've never worked with a market leader in your field and never been exposed to the industry you want to work in after your MBA or MS, and you've never done anything special really? The good news is that no one is perfect. But there are ways to put your best foot forward and position yourself as a strong applicant despite the flaws. Most candidates who work with MBA Crystal Ball to build their profile come to us with several weaknesses. While we can't magically transform their profile for them, we can still look at certain things that can be fixed. And then it's a matter of packaging what you have in your applications. That simple and effective strategy has worked for many applicants. If you're looking for some personalized profile building and application help for MBA or MS programs, check the description below and send us an email. All the best to you.